The Soviet Union had a powerful aviation industry. Two design bureaus, Sukhoi and Yakovlev, played a vital role. Sukhoi was known for its fighter jets, like the famous Su-27. Yakovlev specialized in innovative designs, including helicopters and vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. These two bureaus created many iconic aircraft. Some became famous around the world, while others remained shrouded in secrecy. The Su-15 and Yak-38 are two such aircraft. Let us delve into their intriguing stories. The Su-15 was a supersonic jet interceptor. It was designed to protect Soviet airspace. The Su-15 first flew in 1962 and entered service in 1967. It was a large, powerful aircraft with two engines. It could reach speeds of over twice the speed of sound. The Su-15 was armed with missiles and a cannon. It served throughout the Cold War, protecting Soviet borders from intruders. The Su-15 was involved in several notable incidents. In 1978, a Korean Airlines flight, KAL 902, strayed into Soviet airspace and was tragically shot down by a Su-15 after being mistaken for a US reconnaissance aircraft. Years earlier, in 1966, a differently numbered Korean Airlines flight, KAL 902, had similarly strayed into Soviet airspace, this time being forced to land on a frozen lake. The Su-15 was also linked to the death of Yuri Gagarin, the first human in space. Gagarin died in 1968 when his MiG-15 training jet crashed. Some theories suggest an Su-15 might have been involved, but this has never been confirmed. The Yakovlev Yak-38 was a unique aircraft. It was the Soviet Union's first and only operational VTOL fighter jet. The Yak-38 was designed for the Soviet Navy. It could take off and land vertically like a helicopter. This meant it could operate from small ships with no need for a runway. The Yak-38 first flew in 1971 and entered service in 1976. It had a single main engine for forward flight and two lift jets for vertical takeoff and landing. This complex system made the aircraft difficult to fly. The Yak-38 was smaller and less powerful than the Su-15. It was primarily used for reconnaissance and light attack missions. During its service, the Yak-38 had several encounters with US Navy aircraft. American pilots were curious about this unusual Soviet jet. They would often fly near the Yak-38s to observe them. While the Yak-38 never engaged in combat, these encounters highlighted the tense standoff between the two superpowers during the Cold War. The Sukhoi Su-15 and Yakovlev Yak-38 are no longer in service. The Su-15 was retired in the 1990s after the collapse of the Soviet Union. The Yak-38 was retired even earlier, in 1991. Both aircraft were replaced by more modern designs. Despite their relatively short service lives, the Su-15 and Yak-38 played important roles. The Su-15 was a key part of the Soviet air defense network. It helped to protect the country from attack. The Yak-38 was a technological achievement. It demonstrated the potential of VTOL aircraft. Today, these aircraft are mostly forgotten. They are rarely mentioned alongside their famous counterparts. However, they remain important symbols of Soviet aviation. They are a reminder of the ingenuity and innovation of Soviet engineers. The Su-15 and Yak-38 may be gone, but their stories continue to fascinate aviation enthusiasts around the world. They're a testament to a bygone era of Cold War tensions and technological rivalry.